From the heart of the Cambodian jungle, these sacred treasures began a global journey, a story of heritage, loss, and the hope of return. A masterpiece of Khmer civilization, sold for more than $1 million. Its journey remains a forgotten history.
For the Khmer sculptor, stone was more than material. It was a way to give the divine a permanent presence on earth. Centuries later,
massive sale of Khmer art, over 30 sculptures from a single private collection by Mr. Kim, History Challenge, Cambodia. Galerie Zacke in Vienna, Austria, will hold an auction on the 10th of September, featuring more than 30 Khmer artifacts from a single private collection belonging to Jorgen Ruben, a Danish art dealer and collector who has been active for more than 4 decades in the fields of Asian art and classical antiquities. The majority of the auction pieces are large Khmer stone sculptures. What makes this collection particularly fascinating is the stated provenance of many of these objects. According to the auction information, many of them were previously with Spink and Son in London during the late 1960s or early 1970s, before being sold on and eventually entering Jorgen Ruben's collection at that time. Spink and Son was under the flamboyant stewardship of Adrian Maynard. The company had also established a close relationship with Douglas Latchford, a controversial figure in the international antiquities trade who was later accused of trafficking looted Southeast Asian antiquities, and who operated between Bangkok and London. This raises an important question. How did this remarkable number of Khmer sculptures find their way from Cambodia into the international antiquities market, and eventually to Spink and Son in London? That is a question that deserves careful historical research. Galerie Zacke regularly holds auctions of Asian art. However, when examining Khmer artworks offered on the international market, questions can sometimes arise about their authenticity and provenance. Some pieces may require particularly careful examination of their style, carving techniques, surface condition, patina, provenance, and pricing before conclusions can be made about whether they are genuine ancient Khmer antiquities or later reproductions and contemporary works inspired by Khmer art. It is important to emphasize that questions about individual objects should not be treated as proof of inauthenticity. Each sculpture requires proper examination and reliable provenance research. For Cambodia, these stories are more than simply about buying and selling art. They are about the history of Khmer civilization, the movement of cultural heritage across international borders, and the continuing questions surrounding the ownership and provenance of Khmer antiquities. And we hope that one day these Khmer works of art can return home to Cambodia. For Khmer people, these sculptures are not simply pieces of stone or objects with a monetary value. They carry the spirit, history, identity, cultural memory of our ancestors. To see these sacred images return to their homeland would mean much more than bringing an artifact back to Cambodia. It would be a way of reconnecting the Khmer people with a part of their own history and heritage. Let's continue unlocking Angkor's secrets, one challenge at a time. This is Mr. Kim from History Challenge Cambodia. Thank you for watching.